3 gut-out kind of wins, and you've had a lot of new faces, a lot of shuffling with injury. Kind of what does it say about the identity this team is finding that you've been able to gut these out?
Yeah, super gritty. Great win. And before I answer your question, first want to say, my prayers are with guys who went down in the game. Obviously on their side, I think James Conner went down, and then hoping the best for Nick and seeing what that news is. But yeah, I think it just speaks to how gritty our team is. We got a team full of fighters who are willing to go the distance all 4 quarters and some if we need it. But we're calling on a lot of guys who probably didn't know that they were going to be needed as much as they have been. And so just extremely proud of the group and finding ways to win, and we'll just continue to try to get better and keep finding ways to win.
What would it mean if you do miss Nick for a certain amount of time?
Yeah, I mean, obviously he's one of our best players, right? So it would be a huge loss. But like I said, hoping the best with the news.
Right, kind of following up on that, Alfred, CJ, and Michael had a huge stop. I know Siegel had a huge stop on Murray. And then Stout, obviously, the breakup at the end. What does it speak about these young guys really stepping up and filling in these huge roles?
Yeah, no, I think it speaks to the work that they've all put in and their maturity. I got to give it to them and the way that they've prepared and which has allowed them to come in and be ready for their moments. They don't play like rookies. They're coming in and week out, making these big time plays, and we're going to need them to continue to do so.
After the safety, you guys, as a defense, go back out there. You got to get a stop quick, get the ball back. Just what was the key to that possession and get the ball back for your offense?
Yeah, no, I mean that was it right there. I think we knew that if we couldn't get off the field on that drive, that the game would probably pretty much be sealed, given where the time in the game and the amount of timeouts we had left. So Upton Stout came up with a huge, big time PBU there on that deep throw and gave our offense a chance.
First of all, congrats on baby number 2.
Thank you.
And sorry to go from that to this, but like you said, there's a lot of uncertainty with Nick right now. But during that moment, what was kind of your messaging to the team, or Salah's messaging to the team during that time?
Yeah, I hadn't really found out about Nick being out this game until around halftime, and we unfortunately we know too well about guys going down and next man up mentality, right? So other guys had to fill in and play big time minutes for us and find a way to get the job done.
What's it like playing next to Winters, seeing him just kind of every week he's like kind of really emerging?
Yeah, it's so fun. I'm so happy for D, and again the work that he's put in to be ready for his moment in these first 3 games, and he's just scratching the surface of what he's capable of doing, right? Like he's got that big playability in his body, to make the interceptions and force fumbles and sacks and all these other things that we're going to see as the weeks go on. And, just to see a player who plays with as much speed, violence, coming down the flat, making these big tackles, bro, it's unbelievable to see. So we're going to need him to continue to just get better every week.